Hello and welcome. You're watching Market Headstart on Moneycontrol. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is where we get you prepared for the trading setup of the day. Well, if you see, we've had a brilliant follow through right after the fantastic Friday. So the mega carnival of sorts that we saw on Friday on D Street, the after party really continued on Monday as well. So we actually saw the benchmark indices really rise sharply even in yesterday's trading session. The Sensex actually crossed around the levels of 39,000 after rising about 1,000 points. On the Nifty, if you see, there was a rise of nearly 3%, and the markets and the Nifty actually touched a level of 11,600. So both these crucial levels were achieved. You look at Nifty Bank, that actually outperformed the benchmark indices as well. Almost a 1,600 point gain is what we saw on the Nifty Bank. But if you talk about the two trading sessions on the Friday and on the Nifty and on Monday as well, for both the benchmark indices, for Sensex and for Nifty, we've seen an 8% jump. And investors have become really richer in these 2 days. Cumulative market wealth for investors has actually risen about 10 lakh crore rupees. Just you talk about yesterday, and the investors' wealth actually rose by about 3.5 lakh crore rupees. So brilliant sessions in the market is what we have seen. Experts now believe that after these strong moves that we've seen for continuously 2 days, we could see some bit of a consolidation in today's trading sessions. But apart from this, if you see the recent measures that have been taken by the government on the corporate taxes front, the reduction over there, as also the removal or the withdrawal of the enhanced surcharge on the capital gains for FPIs as well. These both steps are seen as really long-term positive moves for the markets really, and this is likely to continue to put the sentiments of the Indian markets really buoyant up as well from here. Now, if you see, the brokerage houses have actually revised the Indian market targets also on the basis of these fiscal measures taken by the government. Now, Morgan Stanley has actually raised the target of Sensex to 45,000 by June 2020, saying that it does see green shoots in the offing as well. Citi, on the other hand, by March 2020 believes that Sensex will be able to clock in about 40,500 levels. JP Morgan has also raised Nifty's target to 12,200. While if you see, the market is kind of riding the wave of positivity right now, there is a risk of consolidation, like I really said right now. The Indian rupee actually erased the day's losses to settle almost flat at 70.93 to the US dollar on Monday as well. On the institutional front, if you see, what we have been waiting to really see, the foreign institutional investors have actually turned net buyers. About 2,600 crore rupees and more have been poured into the Indian markets by FIIs. Even the DIIs bought about 291 crore worth of shares in Indian equity markets in yesterday's trading session. And this is as per the provisional data that was available on the NSE. But again, the big focus out of these 2 brilliant trading sessions that we have seen has come back on the banking and the financial space. Just like how I pointed out to you that in yesterday's trading session, Nifty Bank really outperformed the benchmark indices. There was a sharp rise in all the large cap and mid cap banks space that and financial space that we were really seeing. Most of the banks and financial spaces also touched their all-time lifetime high levels as well. You talk about Bajaj Finance, talk about Kotak Mahindra Bank, talk about Axis Bank, or even HDFC Bank. These all of these banks actually showed some brilliant trade in yesterday's trading session as well. And actually, these are the clear beneficiaries of the corporate tax reduction. Most of these banks were paying almost 34% of corporate tax, and for them about 8 to 9% will get reduced with these new rate cuts that have been announced by the government. Now, looking at the markets technically, you need to see that Nifty actually formed a bullish candle which resembles a spinning top kind of a pattern, which actually suggests indecisiveness in the markets, and this kind of a pattern can develop both on the top side and on the bottom side as well. Now, experts do believe that consolidation is likely, and hence investors and traders are advised to avoid taking fresh longs right now. That is what all the experts telling us on Moneycontrol believe. Now, the 3 very important levels for you to watch out for in today's trading session would be 11,471, which was the intraday low of yesterday, and also 11,694, which was the intraday high formed in yesterday's trading session, and also 11,234, that is the 200 days moving average. Now, maximum call open interest is placed at 11,600 and 11,700. Maximum put open interest is also placed at 11,500 and 11,400. So you can also see the short stocks are moving in front. Apart from this, lots of other stocks will again be in focus today. Wipro will be in focus today as it has collaborated with a company in Brazil to be forming an online platform for financial services industry in Brazil. That could be a positive reaction for Wipro in today's trading session. Manappuram Finance, the board has approved raising up to 465 crore rupees via NCDs. Could see a knee-jerk positive reaction in this share also in today's trading session. Indo Solar, the promoter IDBI Capital, has actually cut stake to 0.88% from 2.88%. That's a sharp reduction. Could see a mild negative reaction in today's trading session as well. NCC. Now, the promoter has released a pledge on 1 lakh shares, which is 0.02% equity on September 17th. You could see some bit of a positive reaction on this stock as well today. Zenza Technologies is something that you need to focus on. Now, the company has expanded operations in Cape Town in South Africa. Sentimental positive for the company as well. Now, we also got some technical recommendations for you. We did speak to Axis Securities and they've given us 3 calls for the day. Siemens is your top pick. Now, over here, the target you need to place at 1530. Stop loss you need to maintain at 1350. Apart from this, from the banking space, SBI is one of the top picks of Axis Securities. They have given a target over here at around 335 to 345. The stop loss on the downside you can maintain at 295 rupees. Also, IGL from the oil and gas space is one of their other buy lists. Now, target over here they have kept as 395. The stop loss you can maintain at 335 rupees. So, these are the 3 buy calls for you. Now, remember, these are not intraday ideas but more of a positional play. So, please do speak to your financial advisor before putting in your bets on these stocks as well. And with that, we come to a wrap here on this edition of Market Headstart. You stay logged on to moneycontrol.com for more news and updates. Thanks for watching.